All right, so wanted to come and talk to you guys and give you a quick update about the move that I made earlier this morning. The trades went through, so pretty much this is kind of a follow, or this is an update to the bear market prep, taking profits, um, or the profit taker. Made it like a movie title. It's kind of funny. I like it. But yeah, so went ahead and updated some of the numbers on the sheet. We just updated all the stuff over here, actually, just the stuff over here, and then added these sections here. So in terms of shares sold, had to sell less of Tesla because Tesla's valuation actually went from 661.75 at market close last week to $700.21 at market open today. So that went pretty well, and I did pretty well with that. So that was cool. So overall, in terms of the amount of shares that I had to sell, that went down. The other ones, they actually went up because the valuation of these stocks actually went down by just a teeny bit. So in terms of Lyft, it went down by 1 cent. In terms of Uber, it went down by what was that? One like 21? Yeah, 59. Yeah. So no, 22. No, 21. 21. Yeah, so 59, 60. So yeah, went down by 21 cents, and had to sell a little bit more in terms of shares. So I didn't get anything better in a sense. I definitely didn't get anything better because it looks like other things in the market actually went up as well. So even Neo went up from 39.66 to 40.40. Palantir went up from 23.07 to 24.19. AT&T went up. That's kind of odd, right? But it's still trading sideways in its usual channel. Went from $30.47 to 30.40 to 30.63. And Pure Storage or PSTG went up from 21.97 to 22.09. Still, it wasn't drastic or anything like that, so I was still able to get, just about the same amount of shares. It looks like the only one, yeah, it was only off by a couple, fractions of a share. So, and pretty much, oh yeah, except for no Palantir. Palantir, I didn't get as many shares, but it wasn't off by that much. It's almost like probably one less share than I could have gotten. So, but instead of getting about 65.22 shares, I got 63.74. So far, that's actually good. I'm not complaining about that or anything like that. In terms of Ethereum, that's still doing pretty well. Actually, let me just update this. It's 21.13.01. So that's the current market value that I have in in Coinbase. So I'm still looking at a 32.23% ROI on that, well over the 29% ROI that I had when it was at the 9-day mark. So still good on that. I haven't updated these here, but currently the cryptocurrency portion of my portfolio is valued at well over 23,000 actually, because I have to add in um, some of the stuff that I have in another exchange. So I'm looking at well over 23,000 in just cryptocurrency. So this actual pile change. In fact, let me go ahead and update this and I'll be right back. Alrighty, back at it like a crack addict. Alright, so I went ahead and made all the updates to the numbers here. Looking pretty good, especially on XLM. That looks like it's done a bit of a pump today. So that is up almost 100%. So that's really good. Might move some money around, taking some profit on that and moving it to what's it called, Cardano. Trying to kind of bulk up on Cardano. I may even actually take some profits and actually put into Ethereum as well, but we'll see. So I have to think about that and make that decision. Again, I'm a profit taker. I'm a person that will take the profits and go ahead and put into other in other areas, just so I can actually, make some gains and go with the coins that I feel are going to give me the best returns in the long run. I went ahead and also updated the section for the Roth and the passive income portfolios, which gives me an overall change in my allocation. So now I'm at 44.8% cryptos, 46.9% stocks and bonds. And in terms of the 401k, I only update that probably once a month. So I'll probably update that here in a couple of weeks. And then, of course, that'll change that pie. In terms of ROI, that didn't change much here in the Stimmy move, and that's still at 32%. So altogether, did very well. And one thing that I just noticed, which is really sick, is over here in the graph section. I am up to, in terms of grand total for all my assets, I'm up to $52,716.70, which means I'm getting close to parity in terms of my debt. So my current total debt is $54,737.21, and that is just because I put in the full amount of debt for my Chase card that I need, that I owe money on. And again, that's from when I had my salon and the investment I made into it. I used a credit card to do so. So I will be actually just settling that debt and paying a lot less, which is why this number here in terms of the debt total is far less at 38,000. So we're looking at pretty much it's going to cross, if not get up to it, which is really nice in terms of, where it came from back in. Again, guys, look at this. If I look at October 2019 or 2019, when I first started this whole thing, um, I was just actually starting off with $1,374.26. I also had about $77,432.20 in debt. So it's not like I don't pay off my debt. It's not like I can't pay off my debt. Now, during that time, I was also working two jobs at one point. So actually, I started working two jobs December of 2019. So I was working my day job and my night job, and that was pretty hard to like go through. But I made it through it, and I was able to pay down a lot of debt, and also amassed quite a bit in terms of assets. So I'm just going to go through this slowly. So you can see that even through that and looking at each one of those points, which is also down here, but looking at each one of those points, I was able to do quite a bit, and I had that bit of a pullback here around October of 2020, and that's when I bought my house. So I pulled back from $31,280, so $31,280, and pulled back down to $25,820, and that's when I went ahead and purchased my home, and that's about a $6,000 deficit where I sold some silver and also some cryptocurrencies. Also along the way, even though this is right before the cryptocurrency market started to pump late 2020, I was selling some of that just to fund some of the things that I needed for the home itself. So that did suck, but at the same time, if we look at over a long period of time or over a period of time, this is not a long period of time at all. From a high in September of 2020 to yeah, pretty much reestablishing or getting back to that same level in January of 2021. You're looking at what, that's like 3 4 months, about, yeah, just about 4 months, and I was able to go ahead and actually uh, replenish that or make that money back in a sense in terms of stock valuation and reinvesting or investing more money into the market and then going from there to buy even more. And a part of that is because of the loan that I took out with M1 Finance. If we go back to my finance tracker page here, in the finance tracker, this is where I go over and I look at, um, I look at or I make put notes in. I have it's just for all the debts and everything like that. Credit scores during this time too. Like my credit score is not great. It's not horrible, but coming from where it was at 647, it's a lot better than it was. And around this time, I bought the house. I was at a 731 for Equifax and TransUnion. So when I look at that, it's like, hey, listen, I still have decent credit. I'm still paying down on debt and things like that. That number may go down because I have some debt because I ripped down the barn in my backyard. So, I look at all these things and this helps me organize myself and put myself in a better frame of mind in terms of what I am doing and what I have to do to achieve my goals. In terms of crypto, total assets, I look at the difference between the two. And pretty much just about every month, except for a few, I was continuously making money. So more money than the previous month, more money, or sorry, loss, buying a house, then making that money back. Little bit by little bit, I was able to make that money back, and now I'm looking at surpassing that. This $8,000, $6,000 of it is from M1 Finance. So that is money that is borrowed, but it also shows here in terms of the money that's borrowed. So, and then even going back to like, the previous video about discovering my 401k, I went ahead and discovered it here a couple days ago, really. And now, and then after that, I went ahead and made sure that I filled in all the numbers so that I can have a consistent, nice graph and show the progression of that as well. And then I factor that into everything. Anyways, so this is a little bit longer than I needed to for on this video, but I wanted to give you guys pretty much a basic portfolio update. The main point of all of this is just to make sure that you guys see that over time these things can progress. Doing little things to actually put yourself in a better standing will actually help you. The small decisions actually help you make the big moves. All right, with that being said, I hope you're taking everything I say with a grain of salt. Do your research. If you're not taking it with a grain of salt, then you're low on sodium and stay healthy. All right, peace.